Oats. It doesn't get less sexy than that. Oats are the basic breakfast you eat when eating healthy is what you want to focus on, and the only way to make it a little less boring is to add a ton of fruits. And here I am, ready to tell you about why oats not only belong in your breakfast bowl, but also in your skincare, especially if you suffer from an impaired skin barrier. Well, not your kitchen cupboard oats, obviously you eat them and don't smear them all over your face. Curious? Let's talk. Hi, I'm Dr. Anne. I'm a medical doctor with a passion for skincare that works. On this channel, we explore the science behind skin and do quick reviews, so you learn to pick exactly those products that work for your individual skin concern. So if this is something you're interested in, please consider subscribing and ring the notification bell. What is colloidal oatmeal? Colloidal oatmeal is basically the extremely fine milled dehulled grain. To be used in skincare, it has to be processed in a special way, so you get a product with a defined particle size. It has been used since 1945 and is manufactured by firstly grinding the grain and then boiling the fine granules to extract the colloidal material. A colloid is basically a substance microscopically dispersed evenly throughout another substance. Sorry to break it to you, but no matter what Pinterest says, you will not be able to achieve that in your kitchen. What does colloidal oatmeal do in the skin? Oats are rich in minerals like copper, manganese and iron, as well as B vitamins and beta-glucan, which is a soluble fiber that acts as probiotic in the gut. They are also rich in omega-3, 6 and linoleic acid, all of which are beneficial not only in nutrition but also for the skin, and contains antioxidants like ferulic acids. If you consider all the goodness that oats contain, it comes as no surprise that colloidal oatmeal is nourishing for the skin. If we look at the beta-glucan in particular though, which is responsible for the colloid film formed when dispersed in liquid, it helps understand why colloidal oatmeal has a long track record of being used in conditions that come with an impaired skin barrier function, like atopic dermatitis. Similar to hydrocolloid patches that increase wound healing by creating a moist environment, I talk more about that in my video on the different kind of acne patches here, the film formed reduces transepidermal water loss, TUL, while at the same time preventing irritants from penetrating the skin. To support that, the avenanthramides polyphenolic compounds inhibit pro-inflammatory mediators. Other phenolic esters, the so-called avenacines, are also present in oats and structurally belong to saponines, meaning that they have soap-like or cleansing action while being gentle and, as oats make a great buffer, skin pH friendly. The probiotic effect of beta-glucan seems to be present in the skin as well, as using a moisturizer with colloidal oatmeal increased microbial diversity in atopic dermatitis lesions. Skin conditions that benefit from colloidal oatmeal. Any skin condition with impaired barrier function, increased transepidermal water loss, and an irritation component can benefit from this ingredient. And in fact, it has been approved by the FDA as an over-the-counter drug for the treatment of atopic dermatitis and eczema in 2003. It is often used as a bath addition for children that suffer from these conditions or in moisturizers used for prevention and during flare-ups to reduce the need of corticosteroids. Other conditions it might be useful in is very dry skin, for example on the legs during the colder months. There even is a medical term for that, winter xerosis, and acne due to the probiotic and anti-inflammatory component and the lipids it contains. Do you need colloidal oatmeal in your skincare routine? As it is often the case with skincare ingredients, most studies have been done on people with pre-existing skin conditions, in this case mostly atopic dermatitis or other xerotic, meaning extremely dry or cracked, or pruritic, meaning itchy skin conditions. You can't just take these findings and transfer them to perfectly healthy people, but, well, I don't know about you, but I have wrecked my skin barrier numerous times throughout these last years. So if I find an ingredient that will help heal and prevent further problems, or if there are no problems, will nourish and soothe the skin, I am here for it. As colloidal oatmeal is often used in conditions linked to allergies, it could be established that its own irritating potential is very low, although of course anyone can react to anything. Can I get the same benefits from a DIY Oats face mask? No. If you are lucky, you will get some of the soothing and film forming benefits, but to get the full potential, you need the processed version. And quite frankly, oatmeal is not a very expensive ingredient. So I personally would not risk having to clean porridge drippings from my chest for the sake of a DIY face mask. Oh, and if you shop for products, the concentration of colloidal oatmeal usually recommended is between 1 and 2%. My favorite products with colloidal oatmeal. If you have been around here for a while, it won't surprise you to see the Ingolist Oat Cleansing Balm mentioned here. It has been a favorite of mine for years now and does everything I would expect from an oatmeal product. It feels nourishing, is soothing before my tretinoin, yet still cleanses my face efficiently. Some people have mentioned their dislike for the slightly grainy texture, but for me the pros outweigh the cons by far. Another brand that is known for colloidal oatmeal products is Aveeno. They started with baby products, but right now offer a lot of different options for all age groups at a low price point. I only used their baby products with my children, so if you have tried anything from their grown-up line, feel free to share your experiences in the comments below. How about you? Is oatmeal an ingredient that you had on your list? And if so, which products would you recommend? Please tell me in the comments below. I'm going to link to more videos on the screen now that I think you might enjoy, and I'm going to see you all very soon with another one. Bye!